Back in there, the more you go in, the more snapped trees you're gonna see. Basically, it's like 1 out of every 5 trees is snapped. And now as you start to get out of the habitat and you get closer to the road, all of a sudden, there's no snapped or broken trees. So there's just a natural one that died. So how can you say then it's just the wind or it was a storm that came through when we're just a few hundred feet away and all of a sudden there's none? Not to mention the way that they're stacked and obviously placed there. Welcome to the club of being freaked the fuck out. All right, so now we're gonna head over to our other spot. So something that I think is important to this spot is that there's no camping allowed here. There's hardly any other people up there. People will walk and go in there every now and, you know, so there's no camping here whatsoever, not even daytime stuff. No, so it is a habitat area. So all these things need to do is avoid the random person or people every now and then that are walking in there, which is very few and far between, especially, you know, what, 9 months out of the year? Basically nobody here.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna go to one location that we've already come across before we encountered any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Before you had the
we're just rock hounding.
We weren't we weren't thinking anything about what we were seeing.
Yeah. And these are videos that are on my channel right now. Go back 4 months and look at the first videos I posted. They're just rock hounding, and it's Greg and I walking back in this other area, which is where we're thinking of going now. Except this time, instead of rock hounding, we'll be looking for signs.
That one is actually, and where I'm iffy about that is because that's actually going to be up, and we are way away from the road there.
Well,
not that it really matters, because trust me, if anything like that was to come and take you or want you or whatever, you're done. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Exactly.
But, you know, and that's where I was thinking, you know, we're close to the road, we're going to be safer. That's obviously not the case.
Right.
So I don't know. We can go check it out, but
just so you know, when Brody and I went, we did like a 3-mile hike. We were way back there. That place that you and I went to is like 1/4 of how far back we were.
Jeez.
So.
Well, so I'm wondering if we want to go a different route and see if we can come up with some other, you know, signs. You know.
Yeah. Well.
Instead of what we were doing before, where we essentially would go the same route because those were our markers. We were using them as markers to know we were going the right way.
Stacked rocks and upside down trees and stuff. Yeah, I mean, we can just go somewhere else and see what we find. You guys looking for Sasquatch? That other place, a lot of the activity is across the river, and we don't have stuff to cross the river right now. And you know what? This is what I have learned. I've been out hundreds and hundreds of times now. Rock hounding, camping, hundreds of times, and many times I'm by myself. Only 2 times in 2 different areas have I felt this really, really eerie feeling like I just wasn't comfortable. I was just like, something is watching me. And I just tell myself I'm being stupid, just shut up. And now, a year later, I've learned there actually was something watching me. So when you have that feeling, you actually should pay attention to it. So, your brain knows. Somehow your brain knows, you know. I have personal evidence, fact for myself. You know, I can't make another person believe that until they experience it themselves. But that other time that I felt like I was being watched is where that shelter is at. And it's exactly where I was looking. I kept looking there. I was gold panning and stuff at the river. And I just had this terrible feeling. And I kept looking in that direction. And I had no reason to. A year later, I found out what's over there. Shoes, bones, broken branches, shelter built up.
I think that's actually kind of funny because when we were at our first location and we kept going up that side of the mountain there, we would look out across and we would see, you know, your quartz veins and other things that we were looking for, and essentially, hey, that would be a good spot to go dig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we wanted to go across the river.
Yeah.
Let's go across the river. Let's go across the river. And here, you're going across the river, and you guys are going across some other crazy stuff that isn't even related to what we were wanting to go over there for.
Right. That's what's weird. It's a rock hounding channel, and now it's turned into this. So, all right, on to the next one.
Let's see what else we can find. something, you know, when we saw all those sticks that were, you know, in that formation, if you will, and
by the
bend over,
right by the big boulders.
Right. It reminds me, you know, as a parent anyway, it reminds me of, I don't know, maybe entertaining your kids, something for them to play with, and you know, maybe that's what the sticks were for. You know, that's their playpen, if you will. I don't know.
And it's by some big, huge boulders that are not only acoustic to hear what's around, but very easy to hide. If there's something coming, you can just kind of be like going in a circle around these big rocks. I'm just thinking out loud.
Could you imagine playing peekaboo with Bigfoot?
Dude, that's what they freaking do. That's exactly what they do, man. But yeah. Black cow that is in some of our videos before. I'm wondering if he's dead or not.
There he goes.
Oh, he's up. Hey buddy, we thought you died. Alright.
That's weird because his legs were grown.
Alright, we are on location at the spot that people know about. Down on the South Platte. So right there is that blind. That's the shelter. These shoes are somewhere over there. They could even be over there. I don't know. There's somewhere like that.
Shoes? That's like,
That's the
really?
shelter
That's a big
there. I'm
deal.
gonna
Wow.
put a flare on it. I know it's still daylight, but possible to see the film. We really need to, yeah, we need to pull this out at like, really, honestly, like 2 in the morning. When the trees have cooled down more. A little bit closer and see if I see anything move on the floor. So looking at the little blind, I'm calling it a shelter because it's a way that they've sheltered themselves, you know. But I guess it's a blind. There's a sun for you. So it is right where, right there, there's a branch hanging. And like whatever, it's just a broken branch. Well, if you think about that for a minute, branches don't typically just break. And now I know that it was actually pulled down because the video that you probably have already seen by the time I get this up, or if you've just found this video, go look on the channel and watch the previous video. That is actually a blind. There's bones inside there, there's fur, there's hair. We actually got it. And there's branches placed all around there, and it's this. And so now looking at it from here, you can see that that branch was pulled down to help create that shelter. So like I do when we find prints, or we think are prints, I go down like that with the camera, so you can kind of see something was here. I don't know what. That's the first thing we found so far. Here's the first stacked rocks. I've shown these before and I've taken them down, set them back up. So whatever put them there didn't put them in the same order. But if it's such a huge creature, why would it have such small rocks? Well, because that's what's here. That's what's around. There wasn't all of this dug up until I dug it all up. Me and Gray came here last year before any of this was digging. And comes the wind ruining mic. I don't even know where the mic's at on this thing. Alright, well there's the first one. There's more up here. So I'm glad that roar happened because I probably would already be missing by now. 2 things have happened to me too close for comfort. There. See the time stamp? Spider webs and stuff. See, they've been there a while. We didn't put these here. Where's the next ones? Or not. There's probably more there we never even noticed. Huh. Look, I think this is new. Look at this, Greg.
Yep.
This is fucking new, dude.
We didn't see that. That wasn't there. We actually followed this. I don't remember
Right.
ever pointing that out.
This is recent, like.
I almost wonder if that's supposed to be a distraction too.
What? Rocks? I don't know, look at this though. It's like shredded. Could be anything, but it's right next to this. This was put here. This is actually new signage from what I already knew was here. Deer thing coming through? Yeah, it was the poop. These were stacked. They've been knocked down. So those were stacked there. So it's a game trail. You can see the deer. There we go. Look at this. Is something fucking with us? Those were stacked over there, remember? Remember that?
Yeah. Actually.
This is going to be interesting. We should mess up these signs and then come back up. Yep. Yep. Those things there.
Those things there.
Those things there weren't like that. Yeah, these are the ones that we've seen before.
I remember all that stuff was followed.
Yeah, good observation. Because it could be a fire mitigation thing. If there was any fire mitigation going on in this area, and there's not, all that would be cleaned up. Huh. No, we've never been this way.
More.
Yeah, good place to prospect if you weren't afraid of being eaten alive. It's not as white milky as the stuff we found in all the way across, but it's good. It's definitely good stuff. Look at that. Look at this.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
What's up with that? That's weird. So either someone's messing with us and nobody knows this is here. Why would there be little bits sitting on the branch? There's a tree up here that is clearly placed. Oh, look right there. Look at that. They're making little piles.
I can't imagine what's behind that. Obviously, we don't have the same thought process, but I don't. I mean, it's like playing.
Yeah, it's playing, marking. I don't know. Juveniles.
Right.
Anyway, that log, look at that. You can see where it was broke from. And it was pulled away from there and set up on there. So, let's just stay close together. And that rock too. Signs are everywhere, man. See this rock wedged in here? Yeah, that just rolled down the hill. No, it didn't. Dude, this isn't very old. Something could have pushed that down. Right here.
Yeah, the
Look at that.
angle and where it's at. That doesn't match.
Ripped the fucking tree off, dude, and put it up here.
That doesn't match. That shouldn't.
So, you know, my denial system's gone at this point. What do you want to say? That fell over there?
How many people it would take to set that there? Not to mention break it off like that.
Yeah, Let's look for hair. Obviously set this here. Probably that one too. That little one up there where you're walking towards, most likely. You see how this sand is pushed around? Like these big divots. You know, like if you were really big and there. Smaller ones, right, walking.
I think that's it. Yeah, where the rock is overhanging there, and you can get underneath it. It looks like somebody had, you know, fires and everything under there, but it's really just the,
Might be.
it's like the moss and everything growing on the rock.
Crazy. This is new. This is brand new. We're going to see what's. So did you didn't do all this? Look at all this. All these bumps everywhere, right? You see all the bumps everywhere? Right? It's open walking, you see it all?
I was thinking somebody else was already in here.
So we got weird looking log up here.
Nothing special, but that's kind of cool how that's... Yeah, there's definitely a full tree that's... I don't know, man. This would be somewhere at, you know, kind of like where all those sticks is at the earlier site.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where it's a den, if you will.
All right.
A little playground.
If there is something close, shoot into the ground, okay? Because you have that out. I've got a freaking camera. Oh yeah, that's put there. Nice little hideout. They dragged it over from somewhere.
It's not like there was a tree that was growing here.
Nope.
I will say this is a pretty awesome view. If I wanted to overlook and see everything around me, this is where I'd be. You can even see people coming in.
True. Alright, so I'm gonna check it over here. We might have a leaner. Nothing I can do about the wind. I had my camera, it's all prepared for all this. Yep. There you go. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. I almost walked right into it. You see that?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty decent placement.
Oh, they're good. You'll see that.
Which is odd, because actually that's probably right about its, you know, shoulder height.
So that tree, wow.
You know, and obviously we don't even have a way of knowing how long this stuff's been here. And I'm curious if you...
Well, I know that big one we first found wasn't here when we came here last time. And that little group of rocks, dude, I'm a rock hound. I would have noticed those little groups of rocks. So that right there means it's less than a year. Could have been last week, could have been a year, but it is a year or less for those other ones for sure, because we've been here. And we were looking for signs then too, because we thought that it was someone, we thought it was people because we saw the stacked rocks. So we were cognizant, whatever, of the stuff around us. So we got stacked rocks. I'm not trying to mess them up, but I'm trying to show that you can see age. We didn't put them there. And down there, these. So that was wedged in between these two trees. Because it's broken on that side. It is man cut on that side. I was thinking maybe they didn't touch the ones that were man cut, but it did. Picked it up and put it in between those trees. A little bit of digging here. Got fluorite. There's fluorite, and this piece here Rick has, it's all fluorite there. It's awesome. I found some more here. Nice green. This is a really good spot. This whole thing here is full of quartz, and it looks like there's even a possible pocket back in there. So I'll poke around at it just a little bit here. That's all quartz. Cool if that was gold. This thing's really in the way. That's all quartz, that's a good sign. Pretty. Man, that's a good big spot. I can't really get at that. Oh, well, continue on with our science, huh? What is that?
This is basically a hillside. It's pretty steep. We've got some disturbances in the ground.
It looks like something is like grabbing chunks out.
All right, came from something.
Chunks of what and why? Chunks of what and why? Try to get the camera down on the side too to show the depth. That's not footprint. And then there's a big grouping of logs, which could have been from loggers when they cut these trees, but who's to know?
Yeah, there's all kinds of.
Yeah. Could have been there.
What is that? Yeah, the scary part is that we're closer to something we thought was something else before. And now, thinking about it, that might not be what that was.
Yeah, because there's big branches and trees that were obviously put there. And at the time, we thought they were just put there by people. like to cover up a mine. It's right over this hill, so.
And I don't think we actually recorded anything for that one.
I got a little bit.
Did we?
But
Okay.
we didn't have a flashlight. I have a flashlight now to look inside. If you even want to.
Not really, because I'm not sure what those eyes would look like.
Well, let's just see what's there. We'll just go to the top of the hill and kind of look down. Wow.
Once a rock hound, always a rock hound.
Yeah. Oh, it's in there.
On the spot where Dustin was just digging there, we just happened to notice some stacked rocks.
And watch, I'm gonna move them so that people know we did not hurt these here. And I always use my feet because I don't want spiders. See? Even this one on top.
Yep.
If you look under.
And you got a tree right there that's been uprooted. There's a chance that we may actually be kind of coming into the same type of area we were just in previously.
So, something insane going this way.
Try something here.
360 view of where we're at. All original idea, only seen on our channel. Well, that's why everybody copies it.
Seeing that?
No.
I mean, it is broke clear off.
Oh, yeah. That is.
I mean, we're close.
So when we walk, our foot doesn't push. You have to like weigh a lot to push that down. You see this? How that's pushed out like that? So look if I walk here. See that's pushed down? That takes a lot of weight. Or if it's us, we would slide. We're not, you see this? We're not sliding here.
The hell is that?
I don't know, my phone was locked.
And we're not even in service, so I don't know what the hell that is.
Phone just started going off, guys. Making weird, going through different chimes in the settings. In my pocket. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to circle the area too. So we could like see from up here, you know? But yeah, you can see clearly that all those logs were put there. Just thought it was miners and old timers. No, I think it's something else. This is a massive boulder. Holy cow! See this?
Right?
This thing could have its own zip code.
The whole thing, yeah.
Holy gosh! I mean, that is ginormous. You should do your 360 thing here. Because look, you'll get that background, and you get this thing. Maybe you should do it up on top.
That would be cool.
We'll do that then. So let's check out this den, and then we'll go up on top. I have my 1400 lumen flashlight, and a Glock 40.
There we go. Okay. Now, some of you might be thinking, all right, idiot. Hey, look, little chipmunk.
Look out!
I like to be prepared. There we go.
Oh, it's not going to a
Just
big
don't
den
put
or something.
finger on the trigger.
In the middle of nowhere.
Trigger discipline.
Yeah, go this way. Maneuvers through his backpack. Oh wow, there's a big hole.
Yeah, this whole inside here is open, remember?
Yeah. He's down in there.
Yep. It's kind of the other reason why I was thinking that's a possible hiding spot.
Means I'm not dehydrated.
Took off your backpack and I could still see the backpack.
Yeah. I've got more clothes.
No, I'm just saying, once you get all sweaty like that and then it cools off quite a bit, which it's going to do here very soon, you know, you end up getting pretty cold. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Egg under there. Oh, get that video. Wow, there's anything to be in there.
Yep.
I am surprised there's not an outline in here. It's big enough there could be like 5 of them.
That's kind of what I was afraid of with this area, actually.
So this one is the one that's covered with trees. Oh, you got the camera? So you see all these cluster here? Branches will put here.
That.
Yep. But these, look at this. These are all put here like this.
Yeah, nice and close to that.
Yep, something is covering that up. Huh. Rocks. Rocks and dirt.
About over on this other side here, where it looks like boulders. What about in here? I don't know if you can see anything different in this spot here. Anything?
There's rocks.
There, okay.
Oh, it's good that we looked at least. Yeah, just rocks. Yeah, just rock. Yeah, just rocks.
I don't know if you noticed this, you know, just placed on top of here,
Yeah.
and then this other one right here, leaning against this
No,
trunk. Okay, so that's kind of why I want to check this out.
is it on?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's nothing in here except a human skull.
there's no way. Except for maybe a prospector that got trapped.
Yeah. No, I don't see anything.
The sun's kind of shining on that. Can't really see that well.
That rock wasn't just put there though. See it? I mean, it's just rolled there. Had to be put there.
Oh. Well, yeah, look. See this over here? Just happened to see that.
Yep.
Let's see if I can get a better look.
Why? There's nothing down there. That's not a mine, right?
I don't know.
There's nothing in there. So why are these here? Why do that?
Unless it is a mine.
There's nothing in there. It's just rocks. You can't even dig. It's just like big boulders. So what's the point?
I say we go up this guy, do a 360,
Let's go up there.
and
Did you get that pretty good?
get out of here.
Those rocks sitting right there?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna zoom in on it a little better, see if we see that better.
I think we've been up on top of this rock before.
We have, but we haven't tried to do a 360 off of this guy.
Alright,
So let's go do it. So
this
here's the
one looks a little more natural because
tree.
see how the side of it ripped down? See, look how, oh yeah, look how rotten this is. So this one makes a little more sense.
Okay.
The other ones are snapped right the fuck in the middle, right? They don't rip down the side like this.
Well, I guess that will show you the
Oh,
difference.
There's something living here next to us, look. Something dug that out. That tree is their marker. What do you think that is?
Holy crap.
Never seen this before.
Nope, we have not. That makes for an interesting prospect.
Look at that. Huge rock right there.
Something probably lives in there. You got your flashlight? Question is what? You got your flashlight?
Look, we just hiked up Mount Everest.
That'd be a nice little hideout.
Yeah, you have to go up in there more.
That's okay. We'll leave it to
Can you
the
see it all?
we'll leave it to the
I can,
imagination.
in editing, I can brighten it up too. Well, if there's a hidden chest in there, just go and see. I'll be here with the gun. Oh, I'll go in there. I don't care. We're just closer. Want me to go?
I doubt there's a hidden chest in there.
Hello. There are impressions in the dirt in here, and there's a big log that looks like something a primate would play with, like what you see in the zoo.
Yeah?
See it?
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'd hide out in here.
Nice and cold. I mean, yeah, it's a damn good. Insulated really well.
Right?
Have a little fire in there, it'd be hot. Once it heats the rock up, it'll stay hot for hours. You just have to have a ventilation for smoke.
Can't quite get to the top of that, but still
It's good over here. Good over here.
pretty awesome view.
Going. So these trees, this is more normal. This is what trees look like when they're dead. And there's actually some over there too. They're not snapped off in the middle. And then we were just kind of noticing that all these trees that we do see that are snapped and broke, they don't have as many branches and limbs on them like that. So like if something maybe was gonna climb up a little bit, or it just didn't want all the branches and limbs and was breaking them all off before it snaps it down. But that, I mean, it's just saying, these trees look much, you know, they look natural, a lot different than the ones that we see snapped in half. That's what the trees should look like. That's what they should look like when they die, just like that, you know? There you go. I did that.
Hey. Okay, so now I'm on my feet. That was fun. What are we showing?
I know it's a leaner too.
Right in front of me.
Look at all that. It's like 3 pieces. It's broke on the end. It's really hard to tell what's going on there. You see how it's broke, and then the other 2, there's a bunch of spots on it too. They're broken off. Look at all the limbs. You see the limbs on
Get out of
it?
the sun. There we go.
You see all the limbs on that one? They're snapped off.
Yep.
It is hard to tell what's going on there. Is it 1, 2, or?
Okay, that sun is going down. Let's get the hell down this mountain. So found this coming down. That's obviously not supposed to be there and doesn't naturally just occur like that.
There's not even anywhere.
Same with that one there.
It didn't break up. There's nothing around where it broke
That.
off.
Yeah, I get that there's a lot of broken trees everywhere, but some of the stuff just a little unexplainable. As far as how it got there.
Hey, so we're on our way back down. We're not even taking the way we came. We're going somewhere we've never been. Now, if this was people, why? Why would you take 2 quartz rocks and set them right there? I think anybody can agree that these were put here. So I'm gonna pick up a rock that was placed here by an unknown creature. So it had this in its hands. It's in mine. It's weird. I almost missed that.
I don't know why. To me, that's just out of place right there.
What? That, yeah, up there? Yeah. Yeah, it's
Just sitting there.
with it being so close to these 2 that were coming.
Is that one pushed over? I just saw that.
Did you step here? Is that yours?
Maybe.
Okay.
See that? This one here. Whoop.
It's like going uphill. Looks like it's bent down.
Yep.
Oh. Did we make it?
I don't know, but we're quickly losing our advantage here. Right there.
Have an advantage.
No, well, obviously we were at a disadvantage other than the firearms. We gotta hurry up. This is... I don't know why we took this way. It's actually worse.
Thought we heard something up there. There's another one of those piles. Brush piles. It just sounded like sticks. Like what the noise that we're making down here, going through all this crap. I thought I heard that at the very top of the hill.
All right,
It's just
let's go.
keep a ear out for it.
You hear that?
So what?
This time I heard banging, something up there.
You did?
Yeah.
Probably have us surrounded. That's what they do.
Well, that really sucks because we are actually at a very bad spot right now, even from a military standpoint.
Something big was here. See that? Look, could have a footprint. Look how big that is. Like if this was a back heel or something. See it? There's that. Pushed. Here's the couple pieces. Good fucking stick this one in too. That. Oh, so
You think those?
Huh? Over a long period of time. You see something, 'cause this is a trail that we're on, obviously. Something big has been using it. There's a leaner, dude. Right behind you, you got a leaner. There, you hear it? I heard a stick again. You see the tree? Upside down. Stuck in there. Broken at both ends. Tracks of something. Where? I don't know. You walk, maybe. We have an upside down tree there. And we've got the quart rocks. Not a close over here. Tree's broken up there. That's the same exact tree that we've seen. I don't know what that is. Like, I just don't know what to make of that. Like 3 holes. Like just right. There's no more. Just those 3.
Oh, that
Something was pushing that around.
almost looks like a deer.
I know, but look how deep it is. Look. I have to like. I don't know. How do you make that? It just looks weird. I looked at this from far away. We need to go that way. There. And again, they're small. You can see deers here. And look, something bigger pushing that down. Same thing here.
Not sure what that is, but that's actually pretty deep. And it's at the base of a tree. Okay, hold on. Okay, so some disadvantage to taking a different route on the way back. You know, obviously we wanted to get some new scenery and experience some new stuff, but we've come a little further away than where we were planning. And with it getting dark, and as you can see, we don't have much time.
We don't want to run though. If you run, they chase you.
Yeah, well, we can have a little haste, I'm hoping, before it's dark and I can't see a damn thing.
Oh, it's already dark-ish.
Yeah, I know.
You see this? So we're just on our way down here. Something pulled a bunch of these off. What's the purpose of that? Of course, there's one hanging. What does that and why? I don't know. You see them all over? Like all over that spot there. Maybe we'll get a comment from someone that knows what animal does that and why. And if not, then we'll just add it on to the list of weird shit. Did you already come this way?
Did I? No,
Yeah.
we haven't got this far yet.
Oh, look. You can see that? I need you to be on my film. Do you understand that? More big movement. You coming? Yeah. This is where I just stepped. Stop right here. Something big.
Big.
Big. Big. Big. Push that around. Push that whole thing down. Actually looks like a big spot up here. This is not like a good way to go though, so
Oh, crap.
I don't know that something would. We normally would choose like a game trail, you know?
Yeah, did you hear that? Not a good way to go. And here we are going this way.
Well, we're not gonna go up. Gotta get down the hill.
Yes, because it is getting darker and darker by the minute. All right. Whew. Just made it. Still going to check out another spot. Well, the previous spot that we already looked at.
It's very, very spooky.
We'll see.
Who sings it?
I honestly couldn't tell you, but I think you might be right.
This gold napping for sure. It's closed to public now.
So yeah, I know. And you told me the story about why, and that's tragic.
Too many Bigfoot were jumping off, diving, killing themselves. So that's the blind right there. There's a tree here where they stand, or one of them stands. I'm not sure which tree one of those. Yeah, I would just leave it unlocked. Okay, obviously it's nighttime. We are here. We're here at the very spooky place. It's not focusing very good. We're gonna walk up to this Sasquatch habitat. See if we can see anything on the floor. Can't even see. Where's the entrance? Oh, way back there. What'd you say?
No camping. I said no shit. You couldn't pay me to do that.
Couldn't pay me.
Especially now.
Alright, I don't even know how far I want to go, dude.
What the fuck? It's not even windy. Why is there shit falling from the fucking trees?
There is. These goddamn cars would leave so you can hear.
Seriously.
What?
Yeah, now the wind's gonna pick up a little bit.
Yeah, there was pine needles that were falling. No reason.
Okay, so what I don't like about at night is you can't see anything in the tree.
Right. So I've got this.
Question.
What?
Why the hell are we doing this at night?
Just to get some FLIR video, but I don't want to go so super far, so like I don't know how I want to go farther than this. Because that could be when they take people is at night. That could be the only thing. That could be like the only time they actually take you, you know, is at night. So.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Well, see ya. I'm gonna go back to the safety of my vehicle now.
Yeah, some of the structures are just right up here. So we're kind of in the middle of it here.
Is that tree pushed over when we came the first
Yeah.
time? I totally don't remember that.
Yeah, it's there. It's been there. Alright guys, so we're up here in the middle of it, of their habitat, obviously at nighttime. Looking around with the FLIR here. I can't really point out where the structures and buildings are, but they're all around here in front of us. Not seeing anything, but we probably would have to do like hours of this to actually get something.
You look that way, I'll look this way.
Hear that? You didn't hear it?
No, I did.
Getting out of here. Something's making noise.